Hi everyone and welcome to Discovery Freelancer. I have done my test yesterday. Hopefully I have set everything correctly so that everything will run smoothly. Let me just double check that everything's running. Stream's running. Looks like it. Yes. Okay, good. And my management has just come up so I can start managing everything. Don't know where to put this. Oh my goodness, no. No. Stream manager. Okay. So yes, do pardonnez-moi. I haven't done this in a while. So yes, and I do see that they've actually updated it so you can actually put their tobacco and drinking and drugs for some reason. That's kind of weird. So you can use drugs online. How quaint. No, don't worry. None of that. None of that. So, we're going to be streaming Freelancer. And I don't smoke excessively. I use the vape. So, that's not excessive. And for those in question, yes, it's mango. Mango. Vulgarity, because I do curse a lot. It's nice. So, Discovery Freelancer, it's very simple. You can... I think I forgot... No, I did everything. You can download it for free from this site here. Right here. Boom. Yeah. Download it for free. The normal Freelancer game, which has been existing for many years. I played it when I was yay high. And then, of course... This is one of the most difficult games to follow. That's why it's got a wiki page. So yeah, you can see there's the wiki page that will tell you everything there is to know about this game. And trust me, you're going to be using this wiki page a lot. I mean a lot. Because there are so many rules, so many things to follow, and you have to remember one thing about Freelancer: it's a role-playing game, guys. It's role-play. Don't go into Freelancer and ask questions like, would you like to watch my streams, or follow me on YouTube? The admin will stop you right there and say, hey, you know, that's not allowed. So it's role-play strictly. Also, I had a guy talking to me the other day. I thought to myself, you know what, if admin gives me crap about it, let them. But the guy was actually very nice. He joined the game recently. And you are allowed to help people. So I kind of helped him out by telling him, listen, if your game is lagging, just restart your server. It might be a internet connection problem, or your computer might be updating or something. But Freelancer tends to, lag a bit when it comes to the NPCs in the game. So that's nothing about nothing wrong with that. It does tend to happen. And you have to remember, guys, these people that are doing Freelancer Discovery, they are people like you and me who go to work. They finish work, they come home, they're tired, and they spend their off days and their weekends trying to perfect the game. So, tip to admin, thank you guys so much for trying to make the game more playable. Admin have, however, done a lot of things in the past that if I post ways to make money, they tend to take it off. So, I'm not happy about that, because a lot of people are saying that's not true, that's rubbish. It tends to happen. So, yeah, thank you for that, admin. But anyway, we're not going to rip on admin. When the game is finished downloading, it's going to look like this. So you go to accounts, you create an account. Account will show up here and here. So I made my stream. A stream account just for streaming, and you'll see that it's completely empty. Going to launch the game now. I do apologize if you've got epilepsy, look away. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of a startup boot type of thing, so I do apologize for that. That's why I warned you before. Right, then you go into your multiplayer. Then the reason I put there Freelancer 5.1 is because, people, this is version 5.1 of Freelancer Discovery. It's a 24-hour server, and they do maintenance around, well, in South African time, that is GMT plus 2. They do maintenance around 10 a.m. in the morning. So I'm not sure what the GMT is set to, but you can always look that up by clicking on the Discovery. When you start up in the game, there's like a Discovery logo. You can click there, and then you can go and check it out. But anyway, I'm just here to teach everyone the basics, because Discovery is a very, very difficult game to play if you don't know what you're doing. And the objective of the game is to just do whatever you want, but do it with a role play. You have to role play. That's why it's RP server. The Discovery Freelancer RP stands for role play. If you don't do role play, somewhere along the line someone's going to kick you out. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is build yourself a character. I have a bunch of resets on my YouTube channel. It's MaxEugene86 on YouTube, or you can just type in @EugeneMaximilian. You can find my YouTube page easily, and then I can explain all the resets, and there are a ton of them. I've got 3 pages of resets written down in my book. The video is about 4 hours long, so just try to do your research on what you want to restart as, and then you can restart from there. So this one I'm just going to call basics. Okay, so whenever you see me flying around and I'm live, basics is going to be my character's name. So we're starting off with 250 funds and a rank of 0. So I'm going to show you guys a simple way to start off and make money. And I actually spoke about that yesterday, I think, with my test stream. If someone did watch the test stream, then you can go and check it out. I'm just going to show you the basics of the game. So before you just bash that button and start flying like you used to do in old Freelancer, a caution: if you're going to the bar to look for a job, I hope you're a wonderful pilot, because even a level 1, see the difficulty rating, even a difficulty 1 mission, which you don't get, by the way, I've tried looking for them, you don't get them. Difficulty 2 mission is nearly impossible to fly, because the people were complaining the NPCs were too easy, so they made them more difficult and put in special weapons. So if you go with a beginner plane like this little beauty that you are flying now, a word of caution, it's going to be a bit hectic for you. So rather go look for a fighter, but as you can see, you've got 0 money and you've got a miner. Now for those who haven't played the game yet, this right here is your launch pad. This is where you launch to space. This is the bar. You can make friends with people, you know, give them some money, and then you can become friends with other factions. You can get jobs, or you can check out the news. Commodity trader is basically what I'm here to explain about. Commodities, the quickest way to get money in the game is by mining and selling things. So you do have a lot of things that you can buy and sell. If you click on something like basic alloy, for instance, you can find out what the cheapest price is for that. Planet Houston on Texas, or and then you can sell it for $44 at Sigma 59. Now I will get to the map in a minute. The first one on the left is the selling price, and the one on the right is the buying price. So you're currently buying it for $10 because you are on Planet Pennsylvania. You're on Pennsylvania. Let's see if I can find it without checking. Planet Erie, Pennsylvania. Okay, so if you press F9, you can see which planet you're on. And I guessed correctly, Planet Area Pennsylvania system. So here you can buy, and then you can fly to another sector and sell it. I'll get to that in a minute. Then here is your ship's layout. You can see what's on your ship. So you've got the stuff that you can buy and the stuff that's on your ship. Then you can see what they can do. Your advanced flashpoints, more for hull damage, less for shield damage. You've got shields, and you've got your hull damage that you can look at. And then you also have an energy percentage meter. So these meters are displayed at the bottom in the middle of your screen. And you've got your turrets, which shoot all over. Your guns mostly placed to shoot forward. You've got your mining array, which you start out with, which is great. You've got mines that you can attach, but you don't have money to put on mines. And you've got your countermeasure dropper, which is one of my favorite toys, and I'll explain that to you as we go along. Here you can buy your countermeasures, but we don't have the money for that. Your shields, your thrusters, you can buy better shields and better thrusters. Remember, you have 3 different kinds. You've got champion, barrier, and brigandine. And you have weapons that also is 3 different kinds of shields, and you've got a weapon that is strong against one shield and weak against another. Basically like trading cards when you are playing with cars or jets or Pokemon or whatever. It's the same thing. So the one cannon damages the one more and the other one less. So it's basically a gamble. You'll learn if you go into different sectors which one is the best, or once again following the wiki, and that'll help you a lot. And then the last one, and the most important one, which engine you're flying with, your top speed and your energy drain. And then there's also going to sometimes be a one that says it takes cargo space to fly faster. Like here, cargo space occupied 100. You'll see that little yellow line there. It's going to tell you it's going to fly faster, but it's going to take 100 cargo space. Your ID is the most important thing you have on your ship. Your ID will determine what you can do in the game. If you've got the wrong ID on your ship, the admin is going to stop you and say, hey, put on the correct ID. So it's a good thing to read up on your IDs. Now you'll see that the Freelancer ID has a Helium bonus. Okay, so if you're mining Helium, which by the way you're starting in the sector with a mining ship that can mine Helium, that is a good thing. If you want to restart in another sector with another character, that's good too. But I suggest, firstly, if you're starting off and you don't have any friends, might want to think about making some money first before you just fly out there. So Helium is the best way to go when you start off right off the bat. And then you start with a deep space scanner, which is actually very nice because this scanner is worth 10 grand in the game. Oh no, it's not. It's worth 6. My personal favorite is the one for 10 grand because you can see it's got a little bit more range. And if you're going for this fancy name scanner, which I know it's not, but I call it the Junsky scanner. I've got a different way of talking in the game completely than the game is meant to be talked, but it's a Junsiriki scanner if you want to get technical. I call it the Junsky. Then you can see the range is not that much further, and you can scan cargo a lot better. Well, depending on if you want to do that. So now you're thinking, okay, let's go look at ships, which I've been here before. Then you can look at your different ships. You have to remember some ships take certain IDs. So you've read that the Freelancer ID, which by the way, if you press here, your F7 is your standard key, you will see that the Freelancer ID, you're not allowed to use cruisers, battle cruisers, or battleships, ships with more than the cargo space of 3,600 cargo or less. You have to go less than 3,600 cargo if you're flying with the Freelancer ID. They are trying to restrict you from making too much money because a freelancer, and I'm going to show you F8 quickly, the player status, freelancer can land on most of the bases. Okay, most of them. But you'll see that the bad guys like the Corsairs, the Farmers Alliance, these guys are usually bad guys, so it's more of your other places. You can land basically anywhere except on hostile territory, which they're labeled off the bat bad guys. But a real freelancer can land basically anywhere. Then there's the little case of if you pay 100,000, you can open up your text box and you can write reset rep, and then it will take 100,000 off, and you will you will eliminate everything, and you will set your ID to the ID that is on your ship currently, which is the freelancer one, and all these will be neutral like this, except for Corsairs, Nomads and Wild. Nomads and Wild, because they are aliens. And if you look at here, the nav map, which is your F6 button, it will bring you to here. This is Pennsylvania. This is currently where you're in. Pennsylvania is located here. And your nomads, your aliens, are located in this section right here. Now I can go into details and tell you, okay, this is France right here. This one is England. This one is Europe. This one is America. This one is basically your Korean section. And they have different names for them. So this is New York. It's your Liberty. This is your Kasari. Up here, I can't remember what they're called, but you get the gist. Your Guyans are over here. Then here is your it's Berlin, so it's your I can't remember, but it's Bretonians, yes. Rhineland is here. This is your outer sector, so it's outside of the normal borders, and then you have your nomad territory at the top here. So that's basically broken down the whole of Sirius. So your map that you're flying in is called Sirius. And then if you click on the universe map, there's not much going on in the universe because you are in Sirius. They're still working on creating more sectors, but this of course takes a lot of time, a lot of effort for the admins to do, and they're trying to perfect Sirius before expanding, and they've been working on this for a while. But like I said, these are people that it's not a career. They have their careers and then they do this part-time. Now you've got your attention required. You'll see this turn red. This is the way people trade and the way that people they try to make friends. They will give you the attention required. Then there's the chat. Your normal key on the keyboard is Y. And then you can chat to people. You can also see which one of your friends are on the system right here, and you can check your messages over here. You will get tips. New players will appear in the bottom left corner, and then you'll see your neural net log. This is just like a little help net, or if you have accepted a mission, it'll tell you where to go. Of course, your map, and then your inventory, who you are friends or bad guys with, and then the general information of the base you are on. Okay, now you're thinking, okay, we're going to fly to space. Not yet. First of all, this is very important. After finishing setting up your general and your performance and your audio and everything else, then you go to your controls. Make sure your controls work the way you want them to. Okay, I am left-handed, so I use my left hand on the mouse, but I write with my right hand, so I use the mouse with my left hand. This just makes it simpler. The main buttons you have to worry about is, if you're flying default, that's fine, but just try to figure out where these buttons are. Your tractor beam, your scan cargo buttons, go to dock formation, free flights, mouse flights. These are very important to remember or know. Then, when you're going to use the interface section, your nanobots and shield batteries need to be close. Then you have to put in next target. Next target is important too. What else is there? Display objectives not that important to me. I'm gonna switch target. I don't worry about that. Then group weapons. Group weapons we'll get to in the multiplayer section of things. There's the chat window. If you are flying with these type of things, that's good idea to activate them. Your jump drive, your cloak disruptor. I don't use cloak, I don't use jump drive. It's a lot of money that you have to spend in order to use these things. Make sure you've got your jettison button all equipped as well. And then your group invite and your trade request buttons. These are also good things, but and then for flying, of course. Okay, so this is okay, group 1, 2 and 3. I will show you why this is important. It's a quick way to switch your weapons. When mining, you need to use the miner, and when finishing mining, you have to, well, it's when you're doing gold and stuff like that, you have to use a bigger gun. Okay, now that I've explained everything to you, the basics, it's time to fly. There is a learning curve if you want to do this, so don't be worried if you get frustrated in the game. Take your time. Watch a video too, or just fly around and try stuff. Here's something a lot of people don't know. If you put your chat button and you /con, then you go to Connecticut. Remember, you have to be on a planet or a station in the game, not a player-owned base. This is what's referred to on the chat sites as POB, is player-owned base. So you will now see we are in Pennsylvania, which is up here, and Connecticut is down there. There is no way to fly to Connecticut. The only way to get there is to /con. Now you are on Connecticut. As soon as it's finished loading. The reason I'm explaining this is because a lot of people don't know these things. It's very vital, very important to know where to find things, how to find things, because this will make your life a whole lot easier. So now in Connecticut you can also buy ships. See the camera ship. I didn't know you could buy it here, but anyway, the camera ship has got a great speed, and it's great for exploring. Just want to see something quickly. Hang on. I've got a whole lot of information regarding the game here in my book that I've researched, but I can't remember buying the camera ship here. That's weird. Ah, here we go. It says here the camera ship is on Detroit Munitions, and it's less than 1,000, so I don't know what this ship is for. But anyway, the camera ship is for exploring only, and it's not on this, supposed to be on this base. But anyway, I haven't done ship finding on Connecticut anyway. So if you need a mining array, which you start with, obviously, then you can come to Connecticut, and then you can purchase your mining array. You'll also find a vast amount of weapons, and when people start out in the game, they do not know about Connecticut. Now you know, because you also get capital ship thrusters, but beware, not everything fits onto every ship. You have to have the right ship to fit it on. and then also you have your recruit ID, which is you don't need to go into roleplay, trade, engage, and combat, because the recruit ID is to learn about the game. So here's where you come to learn. But since I've been playing the game for years and I've had the great mentor, my father, teaching me how to do all these things, I don't need this stuff. Okay, so we kind of figuring out the game as we go, and I've made a few YouTube videos in the past, but again, a lot has changed. So now you type return. Then when you see redirecting undock, so when you fly back, you'll be back in the real world, in the game, of course. Okay, wrong button. I press escape to just move quicker. Now you see these clouds in the game. Usually if you find these clouds, then you can mine things. So whenever it says ice, it's usually water that you can mine. And there's an application field. No? A Polchian field. It's weird. But anyway, mining, we can start off with mining helium. I can't see a problem with that. Let's see, mining helium. Mining helium. It should be somewhere in the sector. I'm just looking for the best place to mine helium, because like I said, the game has a lot of things that you can do to make money quickly, and the one way I want to try is C5 and C6. C5 and 6 is here. So here's a spot to mine helium, right there. So you'll see if you click on somewhere, you can have a multiple path or you can have a single waypoint. If you're flying far, let's say for instance you're flying all the way up to here and you set a waypoint, a multiple one, it'll give you a lot of waypoints to fly there. It is a bit buggy sometimes, so let's say for instance you are flying, there's a sun in the way. Okay, let's say you want to fly around the sun. You can do multiple instances of waypoints, and let's say for instance you get here and the waypoint hasn't cleared, you click it and then you just clear the waypoint, it will automatically move to the next one. Okay, so all the basics aside, remember it's a role-playing game, so I'm going to teach you another thing. Set message 1 up until whatever. So let's say for instance you want to press 0 to give the message or 1 to give a message. It's all up to you. Set message 1. I always say greetings. You can say hello, you can say whatever. There's a whole lot of ways to customize your message. So you can say greetings. If you want to do target, you can do #T, and then you click on the person and say greetings that person, but usually the person's out of range, so I don't like to select them. Then you can just say greetings or hello, and I usually put friend, because not all of them are friendly. Most of them are not friends. And also remember, this is also very important, I usually make my 9 message, set message 9. Arm yourself. I am going to blow. I'm going to turn you into space dust. The reason this is important, remember, it's a role-playing game. You're not allowed to engage another human target without warning them first. So you give them a small message like, prepare to defend yourself, or weapons locked and loaded, target ready, or something like that. And I've noticed that if you are playing the aliens, the nomad race, people tend to do something like message MSG, let's say for instance 5, and then they put a little star. Because they're aliens, they can't really talk, and then they type in the message and then star again. That's basically your translator doing all the work in the game. Alright, so now launching to space. I usually skip these, but I'm just leaving the animation just to show you how nice it looks. So nice. Pretty. Okay, so flight school. Now you're in space. You don't know how to toggle flight yet, so you can hold in your left mouse button and you can fly. Or if you've got your mouse toggle button ready, you can just press your mouse button and move. You shoot using your right click. Remember the grouping I told you about? So basically I'm going to use my first group for the guns, my second group I'm going to use for the mining array, and the third group I'm going to use for the countermeasure dropper, even though my countermeasure dropper is always active because I like to hold it in and just, you know, whenever somebody's trying to send me a cruise disruptor, you'll get a warning here, incoming missile, and then I drop countermeasures like crazy so they can't get to me. I usually use the Fortress countermeasure dropper. So you click the target, you go to the waypoint. This is free flight, go to darken formation. Formation is flying with friends, you want to stay on the wing. Be warned, it's a bit glitchy. We're not docking, we're not landing on anything, so we're not going to use a dock, we're going to use the go to button. You will now see that if I were to clear this waypoint, see this little bubble right here, that is an atmosphere. It's the sun's atmosphere. If you fly in that, you're going to explode. So try to avoid the atmosphere. That's why I made 2 little markers there. And then I'm going to select the mining array because we're going to mine some helium.
Danger entering sun corona.
Wow, I wasn't even in the atmosphere and it already started burning me up. What the hell? It's still going. Dude, I'm nowhere close to you, bud. The atmosphere's way over there.
O2.
Oh, the atmosphere's further. Okay, found another bug. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Don't worry, admin will see me play this and they'll fix it, and then they'll probably change something again. But you get so many different factions, you get so many different things that you have to do in the game. And also beware, I did the little thing of going online and trying to research the best ships. To my amusement, some of the ships that I tried to buy, like the best miner that you get, actually belongs to the Kasari. So you have to have a Gas Miners Guild ID to fly the ship. If you don't have the Gas Miners Guild ID on the ship, you are welcome to put a freelancer ID, but then you can't mine as effective. Let's say for instance the Independent Miners Guild is the one with the most bonuses. If you put the Independent Miners Guild on the Kasari miner, then it has a 10% penalty to your ship. So you don't, how can I put it, your shields take longer to 10% longer to generate, your guns take 10% longer to generate, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, so we are here and I can't see any mining fields. Now this is where this comes in. You'll see that if you hold here, important ships, solars, loot and all. Best to press on all, and then you have to see where to mine. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing to mine here because I haven't mined here yet. How quaint! There's nothing to mine here. My research has already gone to shit. Funny. Okay, so let's go to the ice field and check out what that's all about. See, again, I've been bamboozled.
Go to.
I have a feeling that the helium's going to be there, but anyway. So we're just starting off and trying to make a little bit of money. I have to scratch that in my book anyway. But mining is very easy. You fly into a cloud, except for gold. Gold is a different thing to mine. But remember, whatever you're mining, whatever you're trying to use to make money in the game, there are good things and there are bad things. Gold is the one that you get the most money for, but you also need your own base, as well as silver and copper, and we'll get to all those things. Okay, now here's a little trick for you. When you click here, there, and there, you will see your commodities. When you shoot something with your mining array, see, it's water. So now you are mining water. We're in the wrong field. I told you, when it says ice, it's usually water. So this is also going to be water. Then, I don't know what that is all about. So let's fly there and find out. Like I said before, the game, there's nothing that you can do whatever. You can. Oh wait, I've got 2 waypoints. See what I meant? Okay, go to the next one. Now, if you've mined the water and you don't want it, you see there's a little jettison cargo button. You can also remember what I said about the jettison all button. You'll see water appearing here.
Cargo. Jettison.
See, I left the water behind, so now I'm not carrying anything. When people try to hijack you, you can jettison your items, but that's something you discuss with them. Do you want water or commodities? You can also say water or goods, or it's roleplay, do however you please. In the freelancer game, we usually speak of commodities because that is what everything is called, commodities. If you go into the wiki page, same thing. So I use the word commodity so that the universal term that everyone can understand. You can also see how many people are on the game by looking here. You go into your chat, and you can see how many people are on the game at the moment. You can also go to bases that you can use the command pimp my ship. You can customize your ship by putting lights on your ship and all kinds of stuff like that, so it's very nice. But like I said, this is just the basics of how to play the game. I'm also going to teach you how to make money and all kinds of stuff like that. But since I started playing the game, a lot has changed. So like now, for instance, there is no way that I know where to find helium, because I've just ended up in a water field according to my knowledge. Then you come back here. When you go to guides, mining, then you can come and look here. You can read up everything there is. Helium is Pennsylvania 4G. Okay, so now at least we know where to find helium. We are now flying to, what a coincidence, 4G. So I wasn't that far off. Ah, see, there's another freelancer. Then you talk /1 because you've already programmed it. Greetings, friend. And then this person will read it when it's in the sector. There's also other ways that you can talk only to your friends, or you can talk to a certain person only. That's something that you can look up. I tend to speak with my friends over WhatsApp or Discord or whatever. You also have a Discord implemented into the software, so you can speak to other people on Discord inside the game. But a word of caution, these people tend to hack your profile and take everything you've got, so that's why I don't do that. It's also a little thing I've learned, not myself, but the person I'm flying with has told me. So it's G4. G4 is the sector here. See, it says Helium mining zone, so basically we are in the Helium mining zone. Now, here's a trick. I haven't mined helium in a while, so we're just going to try this. Mining path. Mining zone. Okay, so you have to fly to a specific place to mine. Excellent, excellent. So another thing I do is I go inside. I am now inside my ship. This also helps with mining because your mining array only shoots one way. So you see the little shiny rocks? Your aim is to shoot the little shiny rocks. Okay, then you press free flight because you're going to continue going on. And then you just turn and you can see, boom, each rock you shoot mines helium. You can just hold this in, be careful not to shoot other players because they will take it as you basically causing crap for them. And then you just mine until this gets full. Shouldn't take too long. All the lowy rocks. Remember try not to shoot bases or stations or other things. If it makes you better, you can also lower the panel. There's a button for that somewhere. It'll give you more maneuverability with the ship. I tend to lower my panel when I go into dogfights. Dogfights is another thing. You can look for bombers, heavy bombers. Heavy fighters, very heavy fighters, all kinds of things like that. And we are full. So now you can see we've got enough helium to sell. The ship takes, let me just do this quickly. The ship takes 620 cargo space and the helium is 620. So we're full. Now we need to find a planet to sell it on. Once again, you can go to your Wiki Discovery, and when you go back to the main menu, you can go and look up commodities, and then you can look up here helium. How quaint. Hazmat containers. Air. How rude. Okay, so there's another way of getting past this. See, planet area is the nearest planet towards you. See, I just selected there. You can also make it a target path. Then you can change the camera view if you like. I like flying outside of my ship. When people tend to attack you and if you've got a bigger ship, you've got a turret view that you can use. And the turret view lets you shoot around your ship. It does not work for the mining array because you see that little thingy there? That little thingy there? Yeah? That is your mining array, so it can only shoot forward. On all the ships, your mining array can only shoot forward. This is one thing I don't like, but anyway, that's my opinion. It's better to mine inside your ship. Now I have to find the docking ring. I just usually look for the places in front of the ship, then I'll know. Another thing you can do if you don't want to fly all the way, grab off. If you don't want to fly all the way to the base, you can also do this. Trade routes, and it'll tell you Planet Sprague in Omega 3 is the place that sells for the best. Omega 3 is quite a while's fly from here. Honshu is quite a while's fly from here. Sigma 13, New Tokyo, all these places, because I can show you. Omega 3 is over there. Honshu is over here. But New Berlin is over there. No, that's New London. New Berlin is over here, sorry. New Berlin is over here. So you've got all these places that you can sell to make a little bit more money on helium. Now you have to look for the closest place that gives you the most money. It starts at Planet Erie, and Planet Manhattan gives you $8 more for each. Remember, that price is for each, eh? So we're just going to fly to the docking ring and put down the stuff. Okay, so now we have just finished mining our helium. We got a good profit of 19 grand. Okay, so now you can choose. You can either go mine more helium, or you can take on a riskier gamble by flying to another base and doing other stuff, you know. Whatever suits you. I'm going to take a risk because I want to try my experiment, and that's why I'm streaming Freelancer, because in Planet New York, the thing that makes the most funds when you start off is located right here. Detroit Munitions. We can always create a new character and start all that from the beginning. But Freelancer is about making money, and at a stage you can even build your own base. That's why POBs exist, player owned bases exist. Detroit Munitions sell guns. Guns are the thing that make the most money if you have nothing to make money with. It's a very risky flight, I have to say, because you're going to fly through nomad territory. But because you've got a ship that is smaller than 650, because this one can take a cargo of... Are you following me? It seems I'm being followed. If you are flying a vessel like mine that is as small as 650, you can get to places using what's called unstable jump holes, and also what do you call it, planet, you'll find a small triangle on a planet. It's basically when you are landing on a planet. without using the docking ring or so. So it's like a little basically incision towards the planet. I wonder what would be here, the Badlands. Oh, interesting. Debris fields usually scrap metal mining. You can also mine. There's a lot of things you can mine in the game. Toxic waste, you go to Leeds. When you come from the New Berlin entry, you can mine toxic waste there. Like I said, ice fields is usually water. You can't mine oxygen, of course, it's space. You can, however, make oxygen using water and fertilizer if you've got your own base, but your bases require oxygen, food, and water to survive, as well as hull panels, robotics, and spawn cruisers here. These guys have got massive ships, by the way. Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, you have to remember, these guys flying are paranoid. They will disappear as soon as they can because they're scared of other people trying to attack them. As I'm saying, it's funny that a person would be following me, but I'm flying the very first basic ship with absolutely no money, so it's highly possible.
Objective reached.
It's also rumored that if you want to get the most water in the quickest time, you can go to Omega 48 to mine massive asteroids of water, but the water is so easy to mine, you don't need all that to do so. Just fly into a cloud that says ice. You can actually mine ice as well. See, Detroit munitions, here we go. So now you press the dock button. Or if you like me, you look for the little white thingy, you fly into it, like so, and then you press dock as soon as it touches your ship, and you should land immediately. Admin don't like it when we do that. Alright, so my experiment begins now. Light arms. You buy them for 29. They give you this thing here. This price here. That's not the best price. It's the best known price for a reason. Because you can sell them in the alien territories of Omicron. I'll find out what the name is now. But anyway, now for 17 grand, after mining only one time. If this fails, we have to mine again. So let's hope I get right the first time. So what we're going to do now, if I'm correct, I'm going to fly here. Why is it not showing the names? That's weird. None of the names are showing. It usually shows the names.
Objective reached.
Control path. That's funny. Mineable zones. Oh, it actually shows you. That's interesting. I didn't know that either. It's funny that it's not giving the places names. Anyway, I know where I is. Fort Birch. I don't think this is the right way though. Trying to go to a little place over here that is very dangerous. It's called, I think, Alaska. Not sure, but we'll see just now.
Objective reached.
Oh, and by the way, this video will be uploaded to YouTube as Freelancer Discovery 5.1, the basics. Not going to be editing it, of course, because this is all the basics of the game. Okay, but while I'm doing this, I'm going to set my other messages. Set message to why did you stop me?
Transmission received is 0 Chico 1.
Question mark. Set message 3. Commodities or money? Question mark. Set message 4. No, this is not the right place. Damn it. This is not the right place. What's happening? Set message 4. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you for business. Business. See you soon. And then I usually put in the number 5. Set message 5. I am a simple transport company. Okay, so that's just to introduce myself. But now somewhere along the line, I don't know what's going on. It's not showing me my waypoint. Oh wait, here are the labels. Here are the labels. Maybe I've got my map wrong. Maybe I should fly to Texas or something? Sigma 13, Honshu. No. Alaska's supposed to be right here somewhere. No, I'm just gonna fly this sector here and find it.
Go to
Atmospheric entry point. So I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. This is also a 650. If you have a ship that carries a cargo of 650 or less, no more, not even 850. See, that is an atmospheric entry point. So only a ship like mine can go there. But since it's red, you dare not trade, because it's probably going to deny you access anyway. Now we're going to basically look for the way to go through. I will also show you a nice ship used for exploration that I personally enjoy. Once again, it's got a different name. I call it something else. I call it a Drau. It's something like Drower or something. Very nice ship. You can upgrade its engines to 550 if you sacrifice 100 hull. 100 cargo space. So it takes up a little cargo space, and it allows you a little bit more leverage. I could have sworn that place was here. That is so weird. That's another thing you can do if you want to look up the maps. See, I've already disconnected and I'm already flying to the next one. It's a trick I do. Otherwise it's going to slow you down, stop you, and then do all that. Okay, so while we are busy trying to find it here, once again you can just jump over here. By the way, I do that by pressing the Alt Enter button, so it creates puts Freelancer in the window, and then you can come and look here, unless you want to look up your cell phone while you're flying. But since I want to show everyone, this is the best way. So we are now in New York. So New York, if you click here you can see the map for New York. No, I want the map. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. So there, Alaska is 4 G4. We're probably there already. G4. So we can clear all the waypoints. Go to G4 over here. Whoa. Okay. This right here is a warning, people. If you see this, it's probably a minefield. That is a terrible way to die. But you can risk it. I hope. Zone 21. Ooh. Are these are mines. Good grief, those are a lot of mines. So I said, that's not a good idea to fly in there. You will not make it out alive. What did they do? Okay, let's make it big again. And try and find this. Do you want to tell me they disabled the jump gate? Probably. Admin does a lot of weird stuff. For reasons they know unto them, of course. And if you want to read up about it, you can always do so. I'm just going to use free flight for now. I'm not seeing any jump hole yet. I'm just trying to avoid the mines because I don't want to blow myself up right now. I think they took it away. Come on! So the unstable jump hole has been taken away and replaced with a minefield. Okay. So this is another thing that admin does. Like I said before, someone's probably made a video about it, like I wanted to, or admin heard me stating that I want to make a video about it and did something about it to foil my plans. This is probably it. But my guess, usually someone was making a whole lot of money using the unstable jump gate, and that's probably why there's a huge minefield preventing me from reaching the jump gate, because there's clearly, it said G4, G5 or something, and there's just too many mines, you can't reach it. Well, there's always another way. If you go to Omega 41, which I'm going to go to Omega 11. Crap. I don't know if Omega 11 has got an Omega 41 jump hole. Let's just reach New York first.
Go to.
Okay. I call this K, the K, I call it clicks. That's the way I speak. You don't have to speak like that. But in 18,000 clicks, you can press the dock button. If you try to dock before that, it doesn't allow you. Okay, so this has been outdated. Wait a minute. Why is there a little thingy there? You want to tell me there's a way to go through the mines from Newark Station to Chadwick Station? But it doesn't even show a Chadwick station, it's just mines. Oh, well. You know what? No. I'm just gonna take the long route around. I'm just gonna take the long route around. Because that's what we're here to do. We're trying to make money. And what I've noticed in this game, a lot of games you want to take a chance, you want to take a shot, you know. This game, even exploration gets you killed. Trust me, I know. I have had all kinds of ships to use to figure out routes and lanes and stuff. Difficult shit. Okay, let's see, hold on. Before I do that, jump into it hastily. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to set my waypoint to I don't know what's here. Absolutely nothing. Crap. Okay, one last thing. Omega 11. Let's try this. Omega 11 should be the shortest route then. Omega 11's got a Omega 41 jump hole. Okay, we've got liftoff. Where's the Omega 41 jump hole, you say? It's F7. F7 has got an Omega 41 jump hole. Why did I do that? Omega 11, F7, the multiple one. There we go, thank you. Alright, so the reason I said next target and go to buttons are important is for this reason. Now you can use your thruster to go there quicker. And I'm also going to show you another thing that admin doesn't like. How to use, this is called a trade lane. Then you get jump holes and jump gates. Then you get docking rings. And then you get what, docking fixtures or what, moon ring fixtures or something like that. So certain ships land at certain places. Because this is a transport vessel, you tend to use the moon ring fixture instead of the docking ring, where you fly into the little blue thingies and then you press the dock button, like I said before. Now this is another thing that admin doesn't like, but a lot of people tend to do it. You press the dock button, then you press the cancel button, and when you get close to it, press the dock button again, and then you fly through a lot quicker. So that's why if you're in a hurry, like I am now, because I am running out of time, I need to get dressed. We're going to visit some of my girlfriend's friends tonight, so we're going to have fun with that. Okay, now this is a jump gate. Once again, if you fly close enough, you press the dock button, you will just jump through. I was so busy explaining I actually didn't do it, but before it even starts opening, if you aim for the center and you press the dock button, then you jump through immediately. These are tips and tricks admin don't want me to tell you, but hell, why not? I do it all the time, a lot of guys in the game do it. Irritates the people who don't know how. It's funny. Okay, so 42 clicks. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be smooth sailing all the way because we've got trade lanes going all the way from Bering to Hamburg. I will see if I can find a shorter route. Unfortunately, this is the shortest route to make a decent pay cut in a short amount of time. I'm also going to create a YouTube short from this video, this exact video, to show you where to go and how to get it.
Incoming breeders, visit station. We
Or
have
make a shorter video altogether. And then in one of my later episodes I'm going to show you how to fly from Edinburgh all the way to New Berlin to do Guyana wildlife. That also makes a lot of money. However, this asshole here wants to shoot me, so you can try. It's an NPC, so don't worry too much about that. If you do miss a waypoint, like I just did, then you can, or a trade lane, you can click on it, press the dock button, and then, like I explained before, just continue flying. Just for a fast amount. I'm not even touching my mouse at the moment because I don't need it. Do this, then you can do this. Oh, there's a freelancer looking after the jump hole, but he was cloaked and he uncloaked, so he's probably trying to take my weapons from me. You see now, if he comes out of the jump hole, he's probably going to try and snatch my weapons. A lot of human players do that because they either too lazy to fly all the way, so they rather sit and wait instead of doing hard work. Or he just came through the jump hole. Because usually pirates are the guild called independent pirates, or zoners, or Kreiter, or you know, whatever. You do get people that play as corsairs that rob people, and then you also get the space police because you have illegal goods. It's not illegal to fly them, but in the game, because of the role play, it's illegal. It's cardamine. You'll hear a lot of people talking about cardamine. It's illegal. Nox is illegal, and artifacts are illegal. So you do have space police that are going to threaten to kill you if you don't drop the artifacts or things like that. Artifacts don't fetch a good enough price for me to fly, and having so many human players trying to kill you because you're transporting artifacts doesn't make it worth it. I mean, flying these weapons I'm flying now, you make a good $250 per weapon that you're selling. And if you're looking at 620 weapons times $253, you're looking at a sizable profit, instead of mining helium and then selling it on the planet for $83. Yes, you don't fly as far, you make money a lot quicker. It's up to you. This way there's a little bit of fun of it in it, plus you get to explore a little bit more. If you don't like shooting and you like flying instead, then this is another way for you to go. Just going to dock here. So at a later stage I'll be showing you how to make a player-owned base. I'm going to generate a player-owned base. I'm going to show everything, including the password, because I don't really care for this profile. I've got my IMG. Oh, good. We've got a guy that's going to give me trouble. Probably. Oh no. IMG's Independent Miners Guild is transporting stuff. You tend to get paranoid while playing this game. A lot of people try to mug you. For me, myself, living in South Africa, it's usually between the times of 7 in the morning, so that's GMT plus 2. You can calculate it by your own time. It's usually between 7 and 9 AM in the morning, and then between 3 and 8 at night, you have your most players on the game. And the funny thing, when I say most players, I mean it goes from about 13 to about 50 players. The game used to have a lot more players, but you know what happens when you break the rules in the game. It tends to become rough. Very rough. So here we go.
Incoming cargo transport convoy. This is on station. You're in range of our station. Identify yourself.
I personally prefer the cheetah thruster because you can thrust a whole lot quicker for a whole lot longer, but it's a costly item to have.
Where are you heading?
Oh, come on. Okay, how they disrupt the trade lane? Is they shoot it, so it becomes empty. Thorn in my side, by the way. Oh, it's not that far, I can fly through. You guys are slowing me down, you know that, right? Bastards.
Objective reached. Dock.
So as you can see, that was a lot quicker. That was the plan from the start. Since they took my trade lane. Okay.
Dock.
So we're going to New Berlin from Stuttgart now. This would have been much shorter route if that place didn't have mines around it. This is a recent change because there were no mines a few days ago. That's what I'm saying, guys. The game changes constantly. This video is probably going to be outdated in a month from now. I don't even know why I'm making this video. Because of that small change. Funny thing, it was about 3 or 4 jumps and then we would have made it. Now it's become a lot of work.
Received your transmission. Where are you heading?
Because we have to fly here, then there's a straight route here, then theater, then we go to Delta, I think, and then we go to Omicron Minor. So it's become a route. I wonder if this thing is going to show leads. Yeah, leads is there. Okay, so there's a cloud here and there's a cloud here that you can mine toxic waste. So you don't have to buy it, because you have to buy toxic waste to fuel certain things in your base. Water also needs to be bought for certain things in your base. See how long it takes for you to dock. sorry. Just checking the time, because I still have to get dressed in half an hour. Actually, before then, I don't think I'm gonna make that. Oh, wait. Am I there? Yep, I'm there. Okay, so now it's a straight flight past this huge sun. Let's hope there are no mines involved and stuff, because this could be tricky. Okay, so scratch that. It's no longer the quickest way to make a lot of money, and I will not be making a YouTube short about it because down in my side, you know, this is all it's ever been. Okay, flying just outside of the atmospheric implosion. I'm actually catching some rays in the Bahamas, man. It's crazy how much this game changes in a short while. Okay, this is a Von Belt, and this is a what? A lava field. You can't mine lava, so I don't know what you're supposed to get when you mine here. I should be out of the range. I'll just keep an eye on the atmospheric readings. Remember the red on this side here, those will probably shoot you for flying too close to them. You can also view the data by clicking on them. Let's say that base there, then you can view the data, the hostile, and then of course you can go and read up on the base on the wiki page I showed you, which will make things easier, because you can then see which faction they are, which faction to join, and then you can join them from there. Duh. Okay, this little flashing thing here means you're flying through radiation, slowly eating the hull of your ship, which is the red. As I said, nanobots fix this, shield batteries fix this, and then you've got your energy meter, which determine your cannons and your usage. What? That's Omega 41. I'm flying the wrong way. Don't worry about hitting an asteroid here and there. That's fine. So now, wait for it. 2 clicks. Disengage. 200 meters. Dock. Fly through immediately. Booyah shaka! Okay, so now we're looking for Omicron Theater. Omicron Theater should be around here somewhere. Fly! I think there are mines there though. That's the only thing you have to watch out for this sector. And don't fly close to that little thingy there. I don't know what they're constructing. It looks pretty nice, but that's not a good idea. And I'm also going to be flying past Freeport 5. Freeport 5 should be located around here. Here somewhere. The nice thing about your freeports, you can land there unless you are nomad or wild. They've got their own bases located out throughout the game. Very few, but they are there that you can land on. If you're looking for a nomad base, just click here. And then if a green base appears for nomad or wild, you can land there, because there are no places to land and everything shoots you. Of course you need some place to land sometimes. And then you can always quit the game immediately. However, if you go off of your game, your ship will remain in the game for 2 minutes. So if the internet kicks you out, the power fails, whatever happens, you can't go into the game for 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes that someone can blast you out of the sky. Alright. So what I do is I usually fly like this. Crypto Republic. Oh, there's a human player called Crypto Republic. I don't have any countermeasures, so if he tries to kill me, I'm done for. Please don't do anything to me. I don't want to die. Oh, it's not coming closer, so that's fine. Okay, where are my jump holes? Is it further down? What's happening over here? Or did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake. Oh shit, I definitely made a mistake. These are computers attacking me, by the way. No, I haven't made a mistake. There's Gamma.
Shield restored.
There we go, theater. Alright. This is where I want to be. I haven't made a mistake. I'm still on the right track. Okay, the reason I use 2 clicks is because there's nothing in my way. There seems to be a large ball or asteroid in my way. I nearly got killed by NPCs. Can you believe that? Oh, shite. Worst thing that can happen is you have to start all over. Okay. So this one shows you the jump holes near to you, if you are looking for the jump holes. If you have discovered the jump holes already, they will be marked on your map. Omicron Theta goes to Delta, Kappa and Gamma is located around here. Beta, no, not Beta. Kappa is there, Delta is there, and I can't remember everything else. You can check the wiki, like I said. It's the easiest way to find these things. I just know them because I've flown them a few times. This one I've actually only flown twice. Twice for the reason being, I have come to buy my ship, the one that I love, the one that I called it Raoul. It's just easier for me to pronounce when I say it like that. It sounds stupid, but it's unique. Oh, Theatre Resort. Oh, that's just so nice. I'm not flying too close to the sun, am I? No, the sun's far away. Look at that view. One of the things I love about the game, the views are exquisite. I'm losing minutes, son. Losing minutes. I just hope I'm flying the correct way. If I'm not, I might end the stream off by drifting in space and then having to continue at a later stage. But I will probably be continuing my stream tomorrow. I was correct. Yes. So this cloud right here goes to Delta. You can keep your eye on the map. There we go. There's Delta right there.
Danger. Radiation damage.
Yes, it's been eating at my hole the whole time. And the Cassés are really trying to kill me. I don't know what's up with these guys. They're really out for blood.
Dog.
You can't catch me, Kappa. They're not police. They're bad guys. So. As soon as you have $100,000 and you reset rep, they'll stop chasing you completely. Because you're a freelancer. Okay, if I remember correctly, once again, You have to fly up top here to find miner.
Go to.
So I hope I'm right, because I've got 20 minutes left to do this. Otherwise I'm going to have to continue tomorrow. Lovely place though, lovely place. Delta, you can find Freeport 10, that sells my favorite ship. I'm not going to make the stop there. The reason being, if you stop at a base, you save your game. If I get blown up, I have to fly all the way back, pick up the stuff and fly all the way back here. Which is kind of redundant if you're not carrying anything, because if you blow up, you lose your stuff. Freelancer, whoa. I'm guessing it's a fellow colleague. Hello, hoo-ha. So he can now read that and he can write back to me at his leisure if he wants to. If he doesn't want to, he can just say, I am going to. Ah, there we go. He's a friendly fella. He's just saying hi. And this is a player-owned base. You can see by the red line forming there. If it was the Freeport, it won't have the line. See that? Put that there. Yeah. So we're still just looking for the jump hole. I know it's around here somewhere. Well, we've got about 34 clicks, so I can do this like so. Save us some time. And then you can obviously look up Delta. Should be here. Delta. So we are looking for miner, which is located there. D2. D2. So we're not that far off. We would have seen it anyway. D2. That is a nomad ship right there. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's a human player nomad ship. We're in trouble. I don't have any countermeasures. He's probably going to send a missile up my ass right now. Oh crap. Crap. Those aren't missiles, danger. By the way.
Radiation damage detected.
I'm making it sunny. Come on.
Shield restored.
Thanks, my shield's back. And I'm running out of nanobots in a very short while. Okay, let's see, is there any jump hole yet? No jump hole yet. Come on. There we go. We've got the miner jump hole. Go. Okay. Got the miner jump hole. And the human nomad player didn't reach us. We are lucky. I still have 15 minutes to do this, so... Okay, we are in one of the... We are in one of the places that Omicron Miner. It's one of the places where the nomads love to hunt. The only thing, they can't really see you in the smog. See, there's my alarm going off telling me it's time, dude, it's time. Okay, so there's a gas miner here, which is very nice. The next stop, if I remember correctly, Omicron Mu. Here we go. That's the place we're looking for. also filled with nomads and all undesirables.
Dock.
And now, as usual, I cannot remember the name of this base because it's got a very weird name to it. But we are there. If I recall correctly, it's located over here, past the sun.
Go to.
Yep, it's definitely past the sun. So what I'm going to be doing is a little adjustment, just to make sure we fly clear of the sun. You don't want to come all this way just to blow up. In the next episode, I'll be buying my favorite ship. It goes slightly faster. It's going to have a lot less space because I'm going to replace the engine with one of my favorites. Really an asteroid field. I wonder what you can mine here. There should be something nice to mine here. We'll also explore that in the next stream, of course. I don't know if it's a good idea to fly through this field, but maybe I'm past the sun's rays already. We can check that out. One way to find out.
Go to.
Seems like. Let me just look up the base. Oh, while we're busy flying and there's nobody around, I can basically show you. So we are transporting light arms. How I got to this is very simple. When you go to commodities, okay, and you go to L for light arms, you actually have bases buying and bases selling. So you can look there, it's Fort Cartridge, the order. Okay, so it's 4th Cartridge. Omicron Mu, Fort, yeah, Carthage. Okay, so we're looking for that place, and if I remember correctly, it's located over here. I can't remember it being this high up though, now that I think about it. And I hope I'm friends with them, because if I'm not, then Fort Carthage. Ah, crap. I can't see where they are. Okay, so now the best thing to do is to go to Omicron Mu.
Go to.
Systems. Oh, Omicron Mu. There we go. Once again. Oh yeah, 4th Carthage is in G2. It is actually high up. So it's here. There we go. There's the base. Right there. Right there. So once again, you can either take the long way to dock. I've got 10 minutes, so I'm going to show you the long way to dock. You press dock, and when you fly into
Roger
it,
that. Your request is granted.
I made it.
Proceed. 9.
I made it. So it's going to do the little circly thing, and then eventually it'll land. If you've got the bigger the ship, the worse it gets. Alright, so time to show you guys the loot that you get. If you're looking at that, 124,620. So that's what you get for flying light arms all the way to here at the best selling price for $201 right there. Bam. If you've got a bigger ship, then you can fly more. Bigger ship, fly more. That's what you get. But remember, if it's bigger than 650 cargo, look at that. If it's bigger than 650 cargo, you can't use the quick way, and which, by the way, the collapse hole has been blocked off. But anyway, guys, it's been fun educating you on how to do Freelancer. Next time, I'm gonna go and buy my favorite ship, do the whole reset rep thing, explain how that is done. No, wait, I can't do both. I should have made more money. So it's probably gonna be another trip to buy my ship. In that case, then I'm just going to fly the Gaian Wildlife and show you guys how to fly that. And then a player-owned base is about 2.5 million away. But I have to warn you, you're going to need a whole lot of stuff. So don't just think it's 2.5 mil, 2.5 million in the game. It's actually a lot more that you need to put up a player-owned base. It's good to create a new character when putting up a player-owned base, so you have an extra character to make you the money, of course. I'll be explaining the cores, how to upgrade everything, and everything else. But that's a later episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.